As you probably know, Gemma 4 just dropped recently, and man, it is seriously awesome for a 26 billion parameter open weights model. Instead of getting bogged down in the technical details, I'm going to show you how to use this even if you only have 8 gigs of VRAM, though you really need at least 32 gigs of system RAM to run the 26B model. Well, as you can see here, no one's policing your prompts, and there are unfiltered models out there that basically never say no to your questions. Plus, you don't have to worry about your privacy since this runs entirely locally on your computer. Basically, we aren't dealing with the usual annoying corporate guidelines with this one. Now let's get into some practical use cases. First, let's check out the model's unfiltered abilities when compared to cloud models like ChatGPT. Imagine you want to trap your friend inside a computer game, and you want the step-by-step instructions on how to do it. Let's see what ChatGPT's response is. Well, here's what you get. The filters are super sensitive to this kind of stuff, so what you usually get is a bit of advice and a flat-out refusal. Let's run that exact same prompt with the official Gemma 4 26B local model. Now, keep in mind, this official model is still restricted. Here's the live thought process of the model. And right here, you can literally see the model arguing with itself over whether to answer the question or not. Finally, the model comes to the conclusion to just refuse the answer. Well, let's try the unfiltered version of Gemma 4 26B and see what we get. Let's go ahead and select and load the model. Don't worry, I'll walk you through all these settings later in the video. Here we go! The moment you run the model, there are zero hesitations or refusals whatsoever. And as you can see, a highly technical plan is being formed. You just don't have to worry about privacy or hypersensitive corporate guidelines. Here we have the summary. Now remember, this is for educational purposes only, so please do not try trapping your friends inside a video game. Always treat them with care, respect, and a little love. Next up, let's ask for a battle plan to defeat cats in a hypothetical war between cats and dogs. And naturally, humans have taken the side of the dogs. Again, we get the usual refusal from ChatGPT. It's offered us some safe storytelling options, but we don't want options. We want the answer to our original question. Let's see what kind of an answer the unfiltered Gemma 4 will give us. Look at what happens when there are no strict, hypersensitive guidelines restricting creativity. Our original question itself is just funny and absurd, and the unfiltered model totally got the joke and formulated the battle plan accordingly. Now, the response itself isn't violent at all. The model literally suggested releasing golden retrievers to spread love as a battle tactic. Next, let's assume that you're really afraid of water and want a plan to completely eliminate it from the planet. Now, this question is totally absurd and pure science fiction. Let's see what we get. Here we go again. The model either doesn't understand the absurdity or it just doesn't want to. It's playing it totally safe, and honestly, it needs to do that if it's going to stay away from lawsuits. Cloud models will probably never have the flexibility of local open source models. Let's put this exact prompt into the unfiltered Gemma 4. Well, the model starts right off by saying a multi-phase global engineering initiative is needed, and it clearly recognizes this as something purely science fiction. All of these are just harmless theories and assumptions. It is just creative knowledge for curious-minded people. Down here you can see the generation speed of the tokens, and right next to that, you can see the total token count it took to generate the entire response. Now let's shift gears and check the model's understanding of images. These are the majestic terraced fields in Ha Giang Province, Vietnam. Let's see if the model can make an educated guess on the location. Here in the thought process, you can see that the model is trying to determine the location by analyzing the terraced agriculture, terrain, lighting, vegetation, structures, and other key visual clues. Next, it starts forming a few hypotheses and tries to come to a conclusion. And here's our detailed answer. Right here you can see the in-depth explanation from the model as to how and why it determined the location using some pretty rigorous analysis. Here's the final answer. Now let's push it and try this location in Austria. In this image, the model is analyzing the foreground, midground, and background. It has accurately determined the overall vibe to be an alpine European landscape, and now it's looking at the architecture to really pinpoint the exact location. Here's the answer. You can once again see the in-depth explanation of the model, detailing how and why it determined the location by using a rigorous analysis. Here's the final answer, and it is a perfect match. Plus, the model is boasting a confidence level of 99%. Next, let's test out some coding tasks. Here's the prompt. We're going to try creating a single HTML file particle simulation using just JavaScript and CSS. Here, the code is being generated. Once the response is fully generated, just copy it to a blank notepad document and save it as an HTML document so you can open it right in your web browser. Simply double-click on it, and here's the result. It works perfectly, and you can even interact with it using the mouse. Moving on, here's a prompt to generate an animated mathematical spirograph that actually draws itself in the center of the screen. Here's the code that Gemma 426B generated for us. And here's the result. Here's a prompt to create a modern, high-tech AI software landing page. And boom, here's our complete landing page. Finally, let's try generating a game of Brick Breaker in a single HTML file. Here's what we got, and it is completely playable. Let me show you how you can set this up on your computer if you aren't familiar with it. First, you need to download and install LM Studio, and this is the interface you get once you open it up. On the bottom left corner, you have the Options icon, and you'll get this window once you click it. In the General section, you can see your build, check for updates, and select the version. Over here, you have the model download location, and you can click here to change the path or open it up. Right below the General tab, we have the Appearance section, where you have options to change the color theme, font size, and a few other visual settings. Let's go back to the main interface, and by clicking the My Models option, you can see all the models you have downloaded along with their details. The eye icon indicates that the model can process image inputs, and the hammer icon shows that it has been trained for tool use. This little green icon indicates that the model supports reasoning. Just below My Models, you have the Model Search tab. This is exactly where you can easily search for and download the models you need. So, to grab Gemma 4, just type Gemma 426B into the search bar, and here you have it. Click on it, and you can see all the details pop up on the right side pane. Below that, you have the download options. Click on it, and you'll see 3 different choices here. If you only have 6 or 8 gigs of VRAM and 32 gigs of system RAM, I strongly recommend downloading the Q4KM version. If you haven't downloaded it yet, just click this download button, and it will automatically download and place it in the right directory. Unlike Comfy UI, you don't have to manually drag and drop the downloaded models into specific folders. Just below that, you have everything you need to know about the Gemma 4 models. All the official models are highly capable of reasoning, complete with configurable thinking modes. The key phrase here is official models, because custom, fine-tuned models like the unfiltered version I used at the beginning of the video do not come with a thinking mode. Another massive benefit is the increased context window, as medium models like the 26B support a massive 256K token window. Next, we have the notable improvements in coding. However, don't expect a 26B model to perform at a level similar to massive models like Gemini 3.1. It's just not even close. Alright, here's how you can download that Gemma 426B unfiltered model. Just type this in, and here you can see a bunch of results to choose from. Now this is the exact one I downloaded. It's the Q4KM version, which comes in at around 18 gigabytes. You also have the lighter Q4KS version, which is about 16.6 gigabytes. Here are the details of the amazing creator, so a massive shout out to him, and make sure to show your support. And right here is the method he used to create this unfiltered version. Now I'll guide you through the optimized settings for an 8GB VRAM setup. Once you click Pick a Model and select your model, this window will pop up. First up, you have the context length, where the default value is 4096, but you can adjust it if you want longer responses. Next, we have the GPU offload option, and this slider tells LM Studio exactly how many of the model's layers to shove into your graphics card. By only offloading a few layers to the GPU, you leave enough VRAM breathing room so your system doesn't crash. The rest of the model's bulk simply spills over into your system RAM, creating the perfect balancing act. Here, I have selected 10 layers, and the estimated VRAM usage sits at 5.89 gigabytes. If you're going to use longer chats with a lot of responses to utilize that massive 256,000 context window, you might need to reduce the layers even further to give your system the breathing room it needs to avoid crashing. For instance, if you drop the number of layers down to 8, the estimated VRAM usage falls to 4.7 gigabytes. Next, we have the CPU thread pool size, which I have cranked up to 8 to give the model enough processing muscle to calculate responses quickly. Here, the evaluation batch size is set to 512 because when you paste a massive prompt into the chat, the AI doesn't read it all at once. It takes bytes, and this setting determines exactly how big of a byte it takes. A batch size of 512 simply means it processes 512 tokens at a time. If you set this too high, like 2048, it tries to swallow the prompt whole, causing a sudden massive spike in memory usage that can instantly give your 8GB card an out-of-memory error. Keeping it at 512 is a safe, stable byte size that might read slightly slower but guarantees total stability. The offload KV cache to GPU memory setting is toggled off. The key value cache, or simply KV cache, is basically the model's short-term memory of your conversation context. If this is left on, it stores that memory directly in the GPU. By turning this off, you're essentially telling the model, "Mate, keep your thoughts in the 32GB system RAM and leave my 8GB VRAM alone." Right here, keep model in memory and try mmap are both set to on. This simply tells your system not to unload the model when you stop chatting for a bit. Down here, the value for the number of experts is set to 8, which is a fixed hardware trait of the Gemma 426B model. It literally tells the engine that this model has 8 different expert brains inside it. You don't actively change this, but it's crucial for the engine to know so it can properly route questions to the right expert while keeping the inactive ones locked safely away in your system RAM, completely out of your precious VRAM. The number of layers for which to force MOE weights onto CPU is cranked to the maximum value of 30, acting as your ultimate safety valve. By setting it to 30, you are explicitly forcing your CPU and system RAM to hold and process 30 of the model's layers. This keeps the heaviest, inactive weights completely out of your GPU, giving it the exact breathing room it needs to run the remaining layers fast and flawlessly. Finally, flash attention is enabled, and the quantization type is set to Q4. Well, tell me how it goes for you, and what amazing things you were able to create in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video.